Oh no, aren't you on Zoom or no? Oh yeah, I'm just doing, yeah, hang on, I'm preparing it's gonna go to Instagram and it's gonna go to YouTube Live.
Yeah.
And at least the Instagram will see it.
Okay,
Okay,
but
so now we're live.
okay. I yeah, there we are.
Okay, so we are live. So
Hey, back once again.
yes, getting all the technology stuff this week together.
Yeah, that's a heavy task.
Hmm. Oh yes, especially this week.
Yeah.
But I'm just gonna watch the comments. So hello everyone. We're back live talking about podcasts.
Hello, everyone. So, Morgan, you did a great experiment, you said. Uh,
Yes, I tried from the episode. So if you haven't watched the Mary Kay Greer episode, you must. It's in YouTube, Spotify, the podcaster, iHeartRadio, every place you can possibly see. So she suggested to try this prompt that she actually has all set up on her Facebook page. So you just have to copy and paste it. Well, do your spread first. So you do your spread, do your interpretation, and then copy and paste it into the chat GPT and ask for, how they would do it, their opinion. I mean, she has it completely detailed out. And so I was going to try it again, but I did it all like that. And after praising me, which I was telling you, I thought was interesting how it was like talking to another person, they were trying to be like another person, where they were saying it was great interpretation, the key points that they liked of my interpretation. And then they put in their input, which didn't really go very deep. It just kind of rehashed what I was saying with added things. Because like one of the things that came up was the Ace of Cups and the very last two cards, Ace of Cups and the Nine of Swords. So the fears of this project, holding too tight to not releasing it, you know, monitoring how you're going to release it, because once that lid's open and it goes out into the world, it felt emotionally scary on getting it out there. And they were saying that it's going to keep you up at 3 a.m. at night, and like letting these fears interrupt your life, your sleep
yeah.
cycle, and your lifetime. And I thought that was interesting. And the other thing was too is I took a picture that I put into, Chat GPT, and it was an archetype deck. So it actually added in the archetypes of the cards into my reading, utilizing that because it
So,
was an
so
archetype deck.
yeah, so you took picture of every card, so or did it fantasize by itself, or
Oh, no, I when I copy pasted her thing plus my cards and interpretation, I took a picture of just the spread and uploaded that as well.
I see. Yeah. Okay, clear.
Yeah, yes. So, yes. Um, and I thought that was interesting. Turned on the thing. So, yeah, I thought that was interesting.
Yeah. So, what are your conclusions, Morgan? Do you where is this going?
Well, the fact it didn't actually say anything different, it just kind of like praised my reading. But I haven't used Chat GPT a lot. This was like my second go into it, with since the Mary Kay Greer interview.
Yeah.
Um, so I'm wondering maybe if it didn't like know my style as much, because the second time after that I used it was with a friend where we each pulled cards, put it into our own Chat GPT, and it did go a little more detailed for me versus hers was very cookie cutter, very just
Yeah.
basic, what you would see out of a guidebook, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
And then changing it to what if a professor said this and it went into lecture mode, or what if a hippie did this and it went to like,
Yeah. Yeah.
so
Yeah. Sounds crazy. Sounds crazy.
yeah. But how I read the cards is I do my tarot card and then I add two Lenormand cards. So I tried that with ChatGPT too. And I don't think it understands the Lenormand as well because it took those cards from a shaman in, like if you open up the animal symbolism book and saw what the animal symbolism was, and that's what it used. So
Yeah. And does it use then from that information from a particular book, or how? Yeah, I'm totally tech savvy, so I cannot get my head around that stuff.
no, yeah, I think just in generalities, I think because you can go into Google and say, I dreamed of a bear last night. What does that
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
it will give you like a ton of different websites on bear symbolism. And
Hmm.
I feel like it was using because I've done the shamanistic, and the druidry, and then the Peruvian
Yeah,
shamanism, and it sounds like it was taking it straight from the shaman one, so
yeah,
not any of the other ones.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But what I do not grasp is how does it choose the ultimate source in that regard, or is it
Oh,
the outcome of different source or the big denominator of that? So how does it work actually?
oh, that, yeah, no, I don't know. That chat GPT. Now we're
Ask
getting into the brains of the
ChatGPT.
computer. Yeah,
How do you
no,
how do you actually work?
yeah, that's like going into the brain of chat GPT, and I don't, yeah, I don't know. Yes.
Yeah,
um yeah, I don't know because the I like though it does like give you a fun insight on how it combines all the cards together
yeah,
from, but it combines it differently depending on the person because mine was more deep introspective versus the other my friends. And same with on the interpretation she said where you put it in there. But the one thing too is like it said it praised my readings and said I was on the right track, just like it was a person and I'm doing a great job, and that it really liked my insights.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I have to try it out the coming days. So if
Yeah.
people who hear this or listening to this live, maybe you should also try so and tell us how yeah, what you got from that. So I'm curious.
Yes. Yeah. No, absolutely. And I know that definitely listen to the episode because it is amazing. And
Yeah,
on Mary Kay Greer's Facebook page, she actually started a link to further this conversation from what she talked about, where you can go in there and ask questions, give insights. Because I actually have gotten a couple questions like that one I sent you.
yeah,
And I meant to put it on her page too. I messaged it to her, but I haven't put it on that discussion forum yet.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I see Mary often doing a post on social media and all that. So it's something that keeps her busy.
Hmm. Yeah.
It's obvious. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Shouldn't we be worried about that, Morgan?
the AI.
Yeah,
I Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so because it doesn't, because a lot of the times it doesn't get the facts right, and it
yeah,
doesn't get, the like just with my interpretation, it didn't really add anything to it except for listing what the actual fears are or why I might want to keep that cup covered and not allow my idea into the world.
yeah,
Um, the stuff like that. And the interpretations, like it doesn't go deeper. It has a nice job of weaving it, but I don't think so because there's nothing to replace experience. Like you can ask chat GPT, what do I do if I have a health problem here, and it's going to give you the generic thing versus going to see a doctor who has the intuition, the insight, and the knowledge of exactly what it is versus everything that chat
yeah,
GPT lists.
yeah. That is like Dr. Google on steroids.
Yes. Yeah.
Totally
Yeah.
bang out of order.
Yeah. Because
So
I feel
if
like,
you
yeah.
search like an ailment, you're like, you have your obituary right away.
Yeah. Yeah. I was just thinking that, like, here's what's wrong, and then obituary,
Yeah,
just to help you out, cut to the chase.
now is a discount.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but you sent me a message some days ago, Morgan, that there was
Yes.
someone who was somehow afraid of AI, somehow how did you put it? Would come in place of the divine or something like that. So people are really afraid, isn't it?
Yeah, I can pull that up. Yeah, if it does a complete spiritual bypass, and replacing the divine, like, yeah, on that was that what they were fearful about, and
Yeah,
actually even wondering because they put it in, question form there.
yeah,
Okay, pull it just to see if it like would bypass that, because it does give you answers just like the divine, but I still think there's nothing that replaces experience and like that human
of
intuition and
course.
knowing. Yeah.
And that's the divine, as you know, if you see the human being as part of the divine, a human being is divine. If you're back in
Yes.
unity with that, and maybe that's somehow the same if you ask on a fair zoltar for your for your fortune. It can be bang on in regards of information, but yeah, it's still something mechanical. That's how I see AI in that regards. Maybe
Yeah.
it's also a lot about perception in that regard. So I can never see it as something divine or something with a soul in that regard. So yeah, for me,
Hmm.
it's a tool that maybe can come in handy to do a quick edit or a quick search in that regard. But as you know, we do both a lot of research on things that we publish about or that we talk about. And if you ask questions where you know the answer beforehand, you really see that it is a lot of handicaps and it misses out on a lot of layers. And then, maybe it takes from sources some general idea about something, that is really totally, yeah, not true in that regard.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the only danger in that regard, I think, is that people will take it right away as, yeah, the only truth.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Especially if they're just wanting a quick, desperate for answer, because
Yeah,
we all get in that situation where we just need that help. Like,
yeah.
yeah.
So you are not afraid.
Yeah, no, no, definitely not.
Me neither. Me neither.
Yeah,
Me
no.
neither. Yeah.
That's just like they're saying. The fear comes from like what television tells us, Terminator and all that AI taking over and we're the slaves, just like they did with the Ouija board, making it something
Yeah,
fearful and not true.
yeah.
But yeah, so.
I think we always have autonomy to not go along with that.
Hmm. Yeah,
If we say no,
definitely.
it's no.
Yeah. No, I definitely think so. Yay. I know. That's
Yeah,
why I keep coming back and listening to all the awesome podcast stuff,
yeah. Yeah, it's hard to keep up with all of that, but it's a very interesting period we live in, isn't it?
Hmm. Oh yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Well, but after a while, I think people will really get, yeah, there will be a lot of crap thrown into the world, quick fixes, things with, yeah, so superficial knowledge and all that. Yeah, I think that will come to a climax the coming 2 years, but after that, people are totally fed up with it.
Hmm. Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah, I
And
think
then
so.
they always will search for the right quality or, yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think yeah, search is endless sometimes like that, wanting the true, precise truth, so like that resonates within themselves. But unless you know yourself, you're not going to really get that.
Yeah. And maybe another danger on psychology of for the psyche is like way too much information that people can cope with.
Oh yeah, yeah, overload, that electronic
Yeah,
everything overload.
people have already a lot of overload, a lot of yeah stuff going on in their head.
Yeah. Yes.
I see Caitlin Matthews is knocking on the
Yeah.
door. So
Yeah.
we are about to interview Caitlin Matthews. So
Yeah.
I'm very excited. So
Yes, me too. So, and that's why everyone should subscribe, like, and follow so you don't miss any of these amazing episodes.
yeah, well, I have some great questions prepared for Caitlin.
Oh, me too. I'm excited. Yes.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
people,
Cool.
please like, subscribe, follow all our our channels.
Mhm.
Yeah. Reach out if you
Yeah.
have like
Coming back.
questions, proposals, or whatever you think that might be interesting. So
Yes, absolutely. And I will post this whole spread with ChatGPT in the Facebook page if people want to check it out. So
yeah, so I'm curious. I will definitely try it out.
yes. All right. Thanks,
So let's
everyone.
have Caitlin coming in.
Yes. Let me just gotta thanks everybody, and we will, yes.
Have
End
a
the
good
thing.
weekend.
Thanks, everyone. Yes. And video.